Dear students, this is Afsana Awal. Today I will take your home science class and our today's topic is chapter 2 reading done. So let's start our class. Students, I will give you some informations, the main informations of the chapter to you. Okay? So the chapter 2, the chapter's name is Buying Household Appliances. There are two lessons here, and lesson 1 is Principles of Buying Household Appliances. Okay. So before starting the lesson, at first we have to know that what is called the household appliances. The appliances, tools and other materials that are used to accomplish different kinds of activities in a family are considered as household appliances. Different types of household appliances are utensils and other appliances for cooking. So this type of appliances are actually the cooking pot, the cooking pan, the fry pan, okay, then the pressure cooker, etc. Now, food serving appliances. Food serving appliances are actually the glass, plate, spoon, then the jug, then the mug, etc. Now, the next one is washing and cleaning appliances. In your house you can see that there are lots of washing and cleaning appliances such as the cleaning mop or some cloths for cleaning something, the bucket, then the brush. Okay, all these are actually the appliances for washing and cleaning. Then the laundry appliances also, then the sewing appliances like the needle, then the sewing machine, then the thread, and lots of things. Then this is gardening appliances, then study appliances such as the pen, pencils, books, then the exercise book also, okay, and the other appliances such as the first aid box, then the tester, then some toys also. Okay, all these things are actually different types of household appliances that are used in the houses. Now, this is principles of buying home appliances. Okay, that means for buying these appliances, buying these things, we have to maintain some things. Okay. The first step is making a list of essential appliances. So before buying anything, at first we have to make a list of the important things for the family, for the house, for the household works. Okay, so that means we have to follow these two things for buying any essential appliances. That is the list of the necessary things and the priority also. Okay, so at first we have to make a list for buying the necessary things, and then after making list, then we have to think that which things are actually very important for now, okay, for this time. Suppose someone needs a jug and a flower vase at the same time for the family, but the jug is more important than the flower vase. Okay, that means then this person, that means he or she should buy the jug at first. Okay, that means for making a list of essential appliances. Okay, we have to follow these two things. We have to maintain these two things. Now the next one is plan for buying appliances. For buying anything, at first you have to make a plan. Okay, that means how can you buy this product or buy this thing. For buying anything and for planning anything, you have to just think about some things, that when to buy it, from where to buy it, why to buy it, and if there is ability of a family to buy it. Okay, this informations help actually to make a plan for buying different types of appliances. Now the next one is examining the quality of an appliance. Okay, and for examining the quality of an appliance, we have to just think or follow some things, like selecting an item that will save time and energy. Okay, and the next one is things should be purchased considering their price and utility. That means the things that we will buy must be purchased considering their price and utility. Okay, and the next one is household appliances are made of different kinds of metals considering their nature of works. Okay, that means in the household activities we actually use different types of things that are made of different types of things. Some things are made of wood, some things are made of metal, some are of the plastics, okay, some are of the glass, everything. And when we will buy something like the fry pan or the kettles, okay, sometimes their handles are actually attached with something. So before buying this type of things, we have to actually just check these things properly. Okay, and the next one is it is needed to determine the durability of the appliances. This is very important. Okay, that means you have to have the minimum sense that how long will this product stay. Okay, so we have to know the durability of the appliances. And just one thing, you must follow that idea about market price. Okay, that means the things you will buy, you have to have the minimum idea about the price of that thing. Okay, that's why you have to just go different types of shops to know about their price, and then you can buy this product with a cheaper price. Now lesson 2, rights of a consumer. We as consumers buy goods and services in order to get maximum satisfaction, get monetary profit, become an efficient buyer and consumer. Okay, that means why people actually buy different types of goods and services. Sometimes we sellers and producers cheat people in many ways for getting more profit. In many ways, for getting more profit, such as selling the products with high price, selling impure and adulterant products, publishing fraudulent advertisement, improper weight and measurement of the goods. Actually, people in our country, that means the maximum sellers and producers of our country, actually try to cheat the general people. Okay, that means who doesn't have the who don't have the sense of the fraud activities of these persons. Okay, and they actually do this for their profit, but they actually cheat the people, they actually cheat the general people. So the right of consumers, okay, that means a consumer has 7 rights. A consumer has 7 rights. The first one is right of safety. The first right is the right of safety. That means if any consumer want to buy any product, then this product should be safe. Okay, that means this product should be free from different types of laws. Okay, so that means the product should be safe for the general people. Now the next one is right of information. A consumer must have the right of information. That means before buying anything, he must have the minimum information about that product or that thing. Okay, that means the expiry date, okay, and how long it will stay properly, that means the durability of that product, okay, that and the materials also the product made of. Okay, so these are actually different types of information about that product. So a consumer must have the right of information. Now the next one is right for complaint. Right for complaint. If the product is not proper, if the product has any fault, any defect, then the consumer must have the right to complain against that product to the seller or the producer. Okay, so that the producer or the seller can be aware of that product. Okay, so this is the right for complaint of the consumer. Now the next right is right to get compensation. Okay, that means if any product is defected or it gets any fault, then the consumer has the right to get compensation. That means the seller or the producer is bound to give any product in exchange of that product. Okay, so that means the consumer has the right to get compensation. And the next one is right to choose. A consumer has the right to choose. That means if any consumer wants to buy anything, then he or she can just see a lot of products, and from that products then he can take any one or two. Okay, so he must have the right to choose. And the next one is right to get a healthy environment. Okay, a consumer buys something from different shops also, different places also, and he has the right to get a healthy environment while buying anything or consume anything. Now the last one is right to get consumer education. A consumer has the right to get some knowledge and skill about buying something or consume something. Okay, in many developed countries there are different types of institutions for giving people the knowledge about the consuming something. Okay, and this type of information such as how can people and the last one is right to get consumer education. Okay, in many developed countries there are different types of organizations for giving consumer education. But in our country, this thing is not so available. But the people should have the minimum idea for buying anything. Suppose that means about the market price, about the price, and then the quality of the product. Okay. So that means the consumer has the right to get consumer education. And students, this is your homework, that means 5 MCQ, and you have to submit this homework on Saturday. Okay students, stay safe, stay well, take care.